Hello from Seoul. Let me guess what's in your pantry. To protect your privacy, I'm not gonna list everything, but let me say one thing. Potatoes. Right? After watching this video, there will be no potatoes in your pantry. Let's get started. The first food is braised potatoes, which is a side dish that is loved by many Koreans. It is so simple and easy, so if you visit local people, I'm 80% sure you will see this in their fridge. Not 100% sure. You wanna know how simple it is? Only you need is just a couple of potatoes. You don't even need a green onion. I'm so sad about that. Cut 3 potatoes into bite-sized pieces. The shape does not matter, but it needs to be a bite size. Otherwise, you need to spend more than an hour for this super easy food. Add 3 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, 2 tablespoons of mirin, and put the potatoes in the pan. All you need to do is just putting a lid on and boil it with high heat. That's it. We're gonna boil it for about 20 minutes. I'm begging you, please don't just keep looking at this for 20 minutes. I know it takes long, but still too simple. So please do something else like hitting the like button or something. But don't forget to stir it occasionally, otherwise you will see the contrast on the surface of the potato. FYI, if you wanna make it prettier, you can put some carrots, onions, or chili peppers in it. But I want to show you the simplest version, so I'll skip it. It's not because I'm lazy. Since I said 20 minutes, it doesn't mean it takes exactly 20 minutes. Some people say, Aaron, I cooked exactly 20 minutes as you said, but why is it still uncooked? You know, everybody has a different cooking environment, like the size of potatoes or stuff. So please check with a fork or chopstick if it is fully cooked. And don't blame me. If it's not fully cooked yet, pour some more water and boil it a little longer. If it's fluffy inside, it's done. There.
오, 김이 나가지고 진짜 맛있어 보인다. 그치?
너 감자조림 안 좋아하잖아.
맞아, 나 원래 감자조림 별로 안 좋아해. 냉장고에 넣은 식은 감자조림만 먹어가지고 그런가? 따뜻하게 먹으니까 진짜 맛있네? 이 양념 자체가 달고 짜고가 같이 있잖아. 근데 그게 너무 강하지 않아가지고 되게 잘 어울려. 맛있네.
The second one is stir-fried potatoes. You don't need any special ingredients, but the taste is so special. Claire loves it so much, so she asked me to cook it all the time like a baby bird. You will be needing potato, onion, and carrot. Honestly, you will be okay with just potatoes, so just use what you have in your kitchen. Don't go shopping only for onions and carrots. Let's slice the potatoes. Many people get hurt when slicing the potatoes rather than other vegetables because potatoes have starch. Because of that, it's not easy to control the knife when you slice the potatoes, so please be more careful. No rush. As a tip, if you cut out the bottom part like this, it's not gonna move, so it's safer. Plus, you can look more professional. The thickness totally depends on your taste, but not too thick, like French fries. This food is so popular that there are a lot of recipes, and most of them say you should slice the potatoes evenly, but it's not easy at all. That's easier said than done, so just slice it. No pressure. For information, I can cut it evenly like a machine, but I did it on purpose because I just want to show you something. I mean it. Let's put the shredded potatoes in water and boil them for a while. This is the reason why you don't have to cut them evenly. If you stir fry the potatoes without this step, some are fully cooked and others may not be cooked, but with this step, no problem at all. Bam! You know what? I almost forgot to put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I was too excited. While it's boiling, slice the onions and the carrots. Put some oil on a pan and stir fry the onions and carrots. Put the potatoes, which are fully drained, and add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of chicken stock, and some black pepper. We don't need to stir fry too long because the potatoes are already cooked. Turn off the heat and add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. If you don't have it, you can skip it. It's optional. If I don't use green onions, I know you will be disappointed, so let me use a little bit of green part for the presentation. If you don't have this, you can also use green chili pepper instead. Use your imagination. I think it's done, so let's call our taste tester. By any chance, did you shout Claire?
우와, 완전 예쁘다. 이게 원래 이렇게 예쁜 음식이었나? 내가 여태까지 본 감자볶음 중에 제일 예쁜 것 같은데? 이거 내가 요리하면 맨날 감자가 시꺼매는데 어떻게 이렇게 노랗게 예쁘게 됐니? My mouth is watering. 맛있네. 완벽해. 감자는 완벽하게 다 익었고 확실히 야채들은 살짝만 볶아가지고 그런지 아삭함이 좀 살아있어. 이거 먹으니까 바로 밥 먹고 싶어진다. 배가 엄청 고파지네. 밥 좀 줘봐.
미안한데 밥이 없어.
뭐야?
This time, I'm gonna make Gamjajeon, Korean-style potato pancake. I'm quite sure you will see a whole new world. You will be needed 3 potatoes and a quarter of an onion. This is it. So simple, right? However, this pancake is not for lazy people because according to the original recipe, we need to grate potatoes like this. But you can only get 1 or 2 pancakes even though you put a lot of effort into it. And you can even get hurt if you don't pay attention. But don't worry about it. As always, I'm here for you guys. We are not gonna follow the traditional way. It's 2020. Let's use this blender instead. I'm gonna blend chopped potatoes and onions. Wait, let me foretell the future. Only potatoes and onions? It's not gonna work. Then what should we do? Just add some water. Then you might wanna ask how much water. It doesn't matter how much as long as the potatoes are well blended. You don't have to worry about it. I'll explain why. Pour the mixture in a cheesecloth and squeeze it. This is the reason why I said you don't need to worry about how much water you put. Here's the thing. This water has a secret, so you should not throw it away. After 10 or 15 minutes, the starch from the potatoes will sink on the bottom. So all you need to do is to get rid of water and put it into the batter. And add a pinch of salt. That's it. Let's make the dipping sauce. Add 1 tablespoon of chili pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. These chili pepper flakes are optional, but make sure to put vinegar. Put some oil on a pan and spread the batter. I strongly recommend you to make it thin. That way, you can get the texture of crispy outside and chewy inside. I made 1 big potato pancake because I'm a master of flipping over. But if you think it doesn't seem so easy to flip it over, please make it smaller. Otherwise, you can't post it on Instagram. Once the potato pancakes are folded, there's nothing much you can do about it. Claire?
맛있겠다. It's always nice. 이렇게 속이 되게 쫀득쫀득해 보여. 딱 한 가지 아쉬운 건 여 위에 빨간 고추나 초록 고추가 좀 있었으면 더 예뻤을 것 같다. 대박. 감자전이 바삭바삭한데 동시에 쫀득쫀득해. 속 안에는 엄청 쫀득거려. 이렇게 조금밖에 안 만들었어.
감자 3개 넣는 거야.
진짜?
This time, we're gonna make accordion potato. According to the original recipe, you're supposed to use an oven, but many of you asked me to share some recipe using an air fryer, so let me use it. First, cut the potato like an accordion. Just like shredding potatoes, you better cut out the bottom part first. Then, it's way easier and safer. The most important thing here is you should leave the bottom part like this, but it's not that easy. However, if you have chopsticks at your home, you don't have to worry about it. Put chopsticks on the cutting board. Place the potato between them and just slice it as thinly as possible. See? What a cool tip. Put the potatoes into cold water for 10 minutes. This is to remove the starch between the potatoes. Drain the water and spread the melted butter between layers. And I'm gonna put it into the air fryer and cook at 160 for 15 minutes twice. The reason why I bake twice is I can't see the inside. If you wanna use an oven, cook at 160 for 25 to 30 minutes. While it's in the air fryer, let's make the seasoning for the potatoes. Put 5 tablespoons of Parmesan, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. It doesn't matter if you use paprika powder or Korean chili flakes instead. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and some black pepper. If you can handle spicy food, I recommend you to add less cayenne pepper, but you can't skip it because it's the beauty of this seasoning. Some of you might say, I don't have all of them in my kitchen. Then just go with honey and parmesan. It's gonna be still delicious. Sprinkle the seasoning on the potatoes and this is it. Claire?
와, 이거 비주얼 미쳤다. Let me hold it like an accordion. 이렇게. 부셔졌어. 아 뜨거. 엄청 뜨거. 슈르르. Like an accordion. 먹을 거 갖고 장난치면 안 되는데. 와. 생감자로 만든 포테이토 칩 같다. 겉에 진짜 바삭해. 그 감자칩은 진짜 바삭한 느낌밖에 없잖아. 근데 이건 촉촉한 느낌까지 같이 있다니까? 요번에는 케찹이랑 먹어봐야겠다. 케찹 찍어 먹는 게 더 맛있다. 겉에는 시즈닝이 묻어있는데 속 안에는 시즈닝이 안 묻어있잖아. 그 심심한 부분을 확실히 케찹을 찍어 먹으니까 보완이 되는 것 같아.
This time, I'm gonna make potato cheese balls. If you are a big fan of mukbang, you may have seen this a lot. After watching this video, there's no need to be tortured by mukbang. You can make it right now. I mean, not right now. Please keep watching until the end. You will be needing 2 potatoes and string cheese, but if you have flour and breadcrumbs, it's gonna be way fancier. Cut potatoes into small pieces and put them in a bowl. Add 2 tablespoons of water and microwave it for 6 minutes. It doesn't matter if you boil or steam it. I'm just trying to show you the simplest way. You know my style, right? Mash the potatoes and put 3 tablespoons of starch, a half teaspoon of salt, and mix it well. Make it round with potato mixture. 1.5 tablespoons will be enough. Put some cheese into the bowls and make it round again. For information, if you make it too big, it may burn on the outside, but the cheese is not gonna be melted. The best part of eating cheese ball is when the cheese stretches as you have a bite. So if you can feel that, you can say this is a cheese ball, right? It's good enough if you deep fry it just like this, but I'm gonna make it fancier. Take out 3 plates and put flour, egg, and breadcrumbs each. If you sprinkle some parsley on the breadcrumbs, it's gonna be way fancier. Dredge the potato bowl in the flour. This will help the egg wash adhere. Coat this in the egg wash. And lastly, coat it with breadcrumbs. Make sure to roll it so that it is coated completely. Here's the tip. While doing this, if you use both hands for egg wash, everything's gonna be messy, like tables, cutting boards, and even your cheese balls. So it's better to use one hand for egg wash and the other hand for breadcrumbs. It's a great tip. Take some notes. Let's deep fry the cheese balls. Today I have one more dish to deep fry, so I'm using this huge wok. But if you're planning to make only cheese balls, you can use a small pan like I did in the previous spam video. That way, you don't have to use lots of oil and you can save your time. The potatoes are already cooked, so you don't have to deep fry them too long. Once you see this beautiful golden brown, it's done.
Claire.
우! 하나 어디 갔어?
내가 썸네일 때문에 하나 먹었어.
You guys know how much I love cheese, right? So excited! Wow. 그냥 내 스타일이야. This is my thing. You guys should definitely try this. I don't know how much I said. So nice. 너무 좋다 이거. 나 원래 식감이 대비되는 음식 되게 좋아하잖아. 빵가루 때문에 겉은 진짜 말도 못하게 바삭바삭거리고 감자는 플러피하고 치즈는 엄청 쫀득쫀득거려. 먹는 재미가 있네.
The last one is the potato croquette. Actually, there's a big problem with this. If you cook this for your friends or family members, they're gonna keep asking you to make it all the time. So it might be better to cook it alone in the basement, bunker, or something like that. You will be needed potato and ground beef. You can use any kind of meat such as pork, chicken, or lamb. It's not gonna be a problem. Then you might wanna ask, what if I don't have any meat? It's okay, but you have to compromise the taste. And you also need onion and carrot. First, let's microwave the potatoes for 6 minutes with 2 tablespoons of water. Again, you can either boil or steam it, but I recommend you to use a steamer or microwave because it makes better texture. Mince the onion and carrot. These carrots don't affect the taste, but they make it pretty. And also we need to think about our health. Put some oil on a pan and stir fry some ground beef, onion, and carrot. Add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce or chicken stock. Today, I'll go for chicken stock. Put 6 tablespoons of mirin and boil it with high heat. You don't have to boil it for long, just cook it until they are fully cooked. Let's drain it with a strainer. Mash the potatoes and add the beef and veggies into it. Put 1 tablespoon of butter and some black pepper. As you guys know, potatoes and black pepper are always good together. Make it round with the potato mixture. I think it's better to make it smaller than your palm. If you think you have comically huge hands, make it way smaller. Okay? You can put some cheese in it if you have, but I'm trying to show you the basic croquette. Once again, dredge them carefully in the flour and coat them in the egg wash. Lastly, cover with breadcrumbs. It's not so difficult anymore, right? Now, let's deep fry them. I'll say the best temperature for this is 170, but you don't have to worry about it. Turn on the heat to medium-high heat, and when you feel the heat from the oil, just put them all. Once you put them all, the oil temperature will go down dramatically, so you will be alright unless the oil cooking temperature is extremely high. Remember, everything was cooked already, so only we need to do is just making the outside beautiful golden brown. Now you might wanna ask when is the best time to take them out. Don't take it too seriously. You guys all already know what the delicious croquette looks like, right? When you see the color in your mind, take them out. Well, it's done. It doesn't need any special dipping sauce. Just bring tomato ketchup from your fridge and I'll bring Claire.
Claire.
우 노릇노릇 완전 맛있겠는데. 우. 와, 대박이네. 너무 맛있어. 소고기 넣으니까 확실히 깊은 맛이 느껴지는데?
그래서 뭐가 제일 맛있어?
치즈볼이랑 고로케는 용호 상박이다. 어떤 누구 하나가 낫다라고 결정할 수가 없네. 이건 그냥 취향 차이야. 잘 시켜서 먹어야 되겠어. 안 그러면 유천장 다 날라가겠어. It just melts in your mouth as soon as you put it in your mouth. 자, 이제 촬영 끝났으니까 Bring some beer! 가져와 빨리!
Today, I showed you 6 recipes with potatoes. I've never seen anyone who hates potatoes. Don't you say you do? By any chance, if you get sick and tired of eating the same way, why don't you try these recipes? They are not so difficult. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.